Greetings, exalted ones. I am Lax Sivrak, Jedi Knight and friend of Captain Solo. Thank you for joining us yet again on this review. What are we going to review for you today? I'm going to pull this down like last time. Turtles of Grayskull, Mer-Man, mutated mindless Leviathan. Look at that. Masters of the Universe, Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Give you a little look at all the glory in which this is. Man, this packaging is pretty cool. The art is good. Attack from the sea or swap tail for legs for land battles. I'll show you this art here. So there's all four of the turtles aren't really that mutated, are they? In this line. Except for Mikey's got He-Man hair, but there's really no more, there's no mutation past that, is there? That's a great piece of artwork right there. And then let me set this here. And it says the ocean world, whoop, it says the ocean world heated Skeletor's beckoning from Snake Mountain at his own peril. The two always held an uneasy alliance, but Mer-Man did not suspect that he was walking into a trap. He was taken by an alien called Krang, covered in mutagen, and awoke forever changed in both his mind and body. All right. So dig that. And the art on this side. That is awesome. Again, I'm not a MOTU collector. When I was a kid, of course, we all had He-Man figures. We all watched the cartoon and stuff. We all watched the cartoon. But I'm enjoying a nice cup of coffee in this McGuire's Irish Pub Pensacola Destin cup. I only make mention of that because apparently you can see it in the reflection. But anyway, much like the mutated Mossman, these translucent figures look badass. And I think it was on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, Bill and Joneser showed this figure off, and when they announced that they were doing it, and because of the fishtail, and I don't know, I just knew I was going to get this figure, even before I ever saw the Mossman. So I'll give you one more look at this art right there. Man, I just think that's wicked. I want to do a like an underwater. I want to do like an underwater or water theme in the bathroom, in the lavatory, the head here on the mothership. And I was thinking that would be a cool addition for in there. You know, I want to, like, I don't know, we'll paint it blue with some waves and hang some jellyfish from the ceiling and weird shit like that. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. But I also have a fish tank here full of fish that me and my son caught, wild fish. And it would be kind of neat to make a little shelf around it with figures that are fish related, you know, or like Black Lagoon, you know, Swamp Thing, different things like that. So I don't know, we'll have to get some shelves. I can't help but notice that this spear definitely reminds me of a pair of balls and a very pointy neck. I don't know, it also could be a badge, I guess. It's kind of like there's definitely some symbolism going on there. I don't know. All right, so let's get into this pig. I'm gonna fade to black. I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee, and when you come back, we'll see this guy open, and we'll see how cool this motherfucker really is. All right, welcome back. So we've hashtag let him breathe. Comes with this file card, just like Mutated Moss Man. Very cool artwork. So we get this like file card thing. Mer-Man, mutated mindless leviathan, mutagen master powers, telepathic control of sea creatures, controls the ocean waters, razor sharp claws and teeth, and his mutation is developed into a half leviathan, drips toxic ooze from tail, and algae for brains. Doesn't really sound like a step up, does it? So yeah, dig this. So he came out of the package with this tail, which the tail is I'm definitely displaying it with the tail. I think the tail is the coolest part of all of this. But man, just dig some of this. Look at this face, dude. Look at that. And the little spiral that he's got going on inside of his mouth that's fucking cool. Those eyes are wicked. Translucent goodness. Am I wrong? No. Black is never wrong. So, I'm gonna bring you back. Sorry about that. But look at this. So, as we saw from a review earlier, he cannot hold both weapons. Okay. I would take a quick look at his sword. The sword could have used a little more paint, but the sculpt is pretty cool. But we'll just put that down for now. So I'm gonna say striking out on the sword. It definitely needs a little more something. You know what I mean? This is not a good color. You can tell there is a couple colors on it, but this just looks like this is not. I don't think this does it justice. So I don't know. He has the same bottom half as and the same feet, I believe, as Mutated Moss Man, which I think a lot of the new Masterverse. Now he has this really cool kind of trident, which has the opposite problem of the sword. I don't know, there could have been something a little bit more to that. They give you a sword with this kind of sculpting and deep sea look, and then they give you just the silver plastic. I don't know. But the trident obviously is the much more appropriate. Now you see the back armor. The back armor, not just the back armor, the armor on his upper half does not fit very well. And as it comes around, you can see how it's not laying on the shoulders there, and it's not very tight on the back. And you can't tell too much from the front, you know, so it's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, look at this translucent awesomeness, man. God, that's a cool figure, bro. I'm not even a He-Man person. Pause for the cause. I'm not even a He-Man collector. But, man, I mean, I will tell you, that's a cool figure. And like I said, I'd like to do a little display either in the in the lavatory of the mothership, or maybe even more appropriately around the fish tank. And this being, I mean, it doesn't even have to be He-Man adjacent. It's just like Aqua adjacent. You know what I mean? But whether you do it in the head or by the fish tank, like I'm definitely thinking of doing, you know, a lot of like I said, whatever you want to call it, agua-based characters. You know, a creature from the Black Lagoon, maybe an Aquaman. You know, let's for sake of argument say that they made a 6-inch pirate, you know, or like what if you get like Black Series Hondo Anaka because he's a pirate, which that's kind of stretching it, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think it'd be cool to do. And but man, I'll give you one more spin, and then we'll fade to black, and we'll do a couple poses. We'll get that armor off. We'll obviously put the fishtail on. The fishtail, this little skirt is removable off the fishtail. But yeah, that's a wicked dude, bro. Wicked pissa. If I was a tuna fisherman, I might say wicked pissa. But yeah, look at this, man. That is sick. All right, we'll fade to black. We'll do some poses. Ed, I hope Ed and Joneser and Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure Bill and all my MOTU friends out there, like, man, this is a cool figure, bro. This is a cool figure. And at least this one and the Moss Man, you know, there's no Ninja Turtles about either one of them. They're just mutated. And so I think that they would fall in just fine with any of your other Masters of the Universe figures, you know what I mean? There's not any turtleness about them, you know. They don't have now this guy could have had turtle shells, you know, for pauldrons or something, and it wouldn't have been out of the realm of MOTU, you know, because that didn't have. If this guy had turtle shells on him, it could just be because he's from the ocean. It doesn't have to be because he's mutated in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe, you know. It would have tracked. So anyway, let's take a closer look at some of his other pots, and we'll fade to black, and we'll be right back. Don't you go missing. All right. So we've applied the tail, and we'll give you a little spin. The tail is not weighted enough to keep him, like, you can't display him. See how he's kind of looking up at you, you know? If you kind of start moving him around where he's more straight, you know, he tends to fall over. So I don't know. And there's no peg on the bottom. I would like to say, though, look at the paint on this tail. That's wicked pissa. But yeah, so as far as displaying him with the tail, which is absolutely why I bought this figure. There's a couple other people in the community, which I understand because they're like traditionalist. See, he stands pretty good there too, but you can't have him straight up and down because see, he's a little too front heavy. Let's see if I can, you know, you can't really have him like that. So that's kind of shitty. But once we get him in a permanent display, you know, we might hot glue him to a base or something, you know, that way he can be much more like that, you know, but very cool. Anyway, I was saying that there's some diehard MOTU guys who do not want, you know, they said, well, I think the tail is stupid and I would never display it with the tail, which I understand because, I mean, I guess the real Mer-Man never had a tail. But as somebody who's not diehard, like, dude, this tail is where it's at. The tail is where it's at, ladies and germs. That just makes it awesome. Forgive the scratches. My kids got a hold of my turntable and they scratched the bejesus out of it. So we'll have to maybe give this a light sanding and repaint it, but yeah, that's awesome, huh? I think it's awesome. So yeah, let's fade to black, and we will show you a couple other configurations. All right, so we have removed the, and you'll see this on the turntable, but we have removed the bottom skirt and the chest armor from Mer-Man, as seen here in the back part of the turntable of awesomeness. And the bottom skirt does look cool, as it does help with the transition between the top, you know, the torso and the bottom. But the chest armor, much like Mossman, you know, it removes the, I mean, the translucentness is what, to me, this figure's all about. So I may not be displaying it with that chest armor. And of course, we also gave him the sword. To display with on this turn. So let's pop the bottom off. We'll put the skirt on the legs and keep the chest armor off and see what that looks like. All right, coming right back at you. All right, so dig this. So we've taken as you can see, we've taken the tail off and we put the skirt. I have to say, this is an awesome, this right here, gosh, it does look cool with the translucent legs and the skirt. That's the colors look really cool together. Yeah, I like how, you know, with the Mossman, they did the green and the magenta kind of, and purple, green and purple, very Gravedigger-ish. The yellow and the blue looks great together with the little red here and there. Man, I'm definitely gonna have to look. This right here might make you get two of these figures, so you can display one with the fishtail and one without, but son of a biscuit. That guy looks cool. He looks way better with this skirt added than the regular MOTU skirt, in my opinion. So, yeah, wicked, man. Yeah, I might have a hard time deciding how to display this, to be honest with you. Excellent. That's just super cool. I'm in it on this one, bro. Totally in it. All right, we'll get a couple more poses in, maybe. Maybe put the tail back on. We'll just show you a couple more quick looks, and then we'll move on with our lives, I guess. Great figure. Definitely pick this up. Definitely buy this. Definitely buy this. Why would you not? All right, we'll fade to black, a couple more poses, maybe a couple close-ups, and we'll get out of here. All right. The trident is, the trident is cool, man. This is definitely a good pose right here. I wonder, we'll have to try it, but that might be a good way to stand him with that tail. Have a view like that. Look at that. Look at that, would you? And then just because I want to zoom in, I'll turn the figure instead of... Look at this. Right. Oh, he's getting away. You can see he has this, like, one of those light fish things on the light brights on the end of his face there. Wicked. Look at that. So let's try the same stance. Let's try the same stance, but with the tail, huh? All right, be right back. All right, dig that. That is definitely a winner of a stance right there. Man, that tail is so righteously cool. I just wish that maybe they had made it translucent like the body. I think that would have been the way to go on that. You know, because the legs, I mean, I bought this one and that Mossman because they're translucent, you know, and so this takes away from that. I wish the tail was translucent. You know, the paint job on it is magnificent, so you know, but it would be much easier to display this with the tail if it was a blue translucent. And yeah, man, look at that. That is what the kids would call chic. Yeah, I don't know. Now, so the Mossman and the Mer-Man were easy pickups, like easy no-brainer pickups, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be in on any more. I have seen the turtles. I've seen a couple of them, but they weren't, you know, I don't know. I looked at them and I was like, man, you know, blah, blah, blah. But the Mer-Man and the Mossman were like just absolute no-brainers. I didn't even look at them more than 5 seconds. And I was like, whoop, I threw it in the cart. So, yeah, I could sit around here and look at this all day and just tell you how cool it is. I probably will not be displaying it with this chest armor. I just think it takes away from the translucentness. I'll probably look at it a couple more times with this on. Because the legs, dude, the legs look great with the translucentness. Like I said, I wish the fishtail was translucent. I think that would have really hit this, really would have brought it home. So yeah, anyway, so in the comments, let me know, is this a figure that you have? Are you thinking about it? Again, this is very not Ninja Turtle-ish, you know? Unlike a lot of the other, others of this line, right? This one is not, has like no Ninja Turtle-ness to it at all. So this will go fine with the rest of your He-Man. Same thing with the Mossman. Hell, they could even be just like different characters or part, you know, guys in the army or whatever, but yeah, dude, that's wicked. Alright, well, I have been General Axivrak. I will continue to be. This is translucent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover MOTU Mer-Man. And hope you enjoyed this candid review. And let me know in the comments, you know, what do you think of this? What do you think of this pig? I think it's cool as shit. So yeah, give me a like, subscribe, follow, do all that good shit. And as always, I will see you on Down the Trail.